Hello everyone, and welcome. I will demonstrate how to place a Toff on tooth number 29. Anyway, tell you what, this is my third video. Again, first video, I forgot how to show how to place the wedge. The second video, got all the way through it, and I dropped the Typodont down on my little mouse pad, and it stopped my video. So, here we go with take number 3. Top of my retainer, top of my band, or matrix band, I'm sorry, and the wedge. This will be our end result. Oh man, I just keep laughing at myself. Alrighty. The things you will need to place a Toffemeyer. You will need your patient or your Typodont. You will also need the top of my retainer, a wedge, and some cotton pliers will be very helpful, and a matrix band. I'm going to start fresh with a new matrix band. Alrighty. Top of my retainer. The top of my retainer has an outer knob. Well, this is the outer knob, and it has an inner knob. I will move the inner knob. I need to tighten my screw up first. I will move the inner knob towards me. If I'm looking at it like this, I'm going to move the Toffemeyer to the left. The inner Toffemeyer knob to the left to tighten the Toffemeyer box all the way up to the top. I will then use the outer knob to move the screw out of my way for my matrix band to fit. Alright, matrix band. Just like the Toffemeyer retainer, the matrix band also has a gingival side, which is the smaller V. When placing a Toffemeyer retainer, you want the gingival side up and the gingival side up on both the matrix band and the Toffemeyer. Fold the matrix band in half, but when folding in half, do not crease the matrix band, as to this will make a fold in the matrix band and it will not fit properly around tooth number 29 that we are doing. Alrighty. Take the matrix band, gingival side up, and place it into the Toffemeyer. Just like so. I will then, before I tighten, I find it easier to see which side of the Toffemeyer I will be using before I tighten it down. So since I will be preparing tooth number 29, my Toffemeyer will be on the cheek side of the mouth, and the matrix band will need to go towards the tooth. Okay, so now that I know, when I'm looking at the gingival side of the matrix band, the diagonal slot side, I will move the matrix band to the left side of the Toffemeyer. When looking at the Toffemeyer from the top, it will be to the right. I will now use the outer knob to tighten down the matrix band so it won't move. Alrighty. Now, I will compare the diameter of my matrix band to my tooth. And it's too large for my working tooth. So, I will then use the inner knob to make the diameter of my matrix band smaller. I will now place the matrix band over my working tooth. Now that it's placed over the working tooth, this is wrong. How it's loose and will fall off. You want your matrix band to be tight around your tooth, around the working tooth. So, I will apply this once more, using my thumb to push down on the matrix band, and I will use my other hand to tighten the matrix band in place. Again, using this inner knob. While pushing the matrix band to the gingival and tightening the matrix band, I form a tight bond between the tooth and the matrix band, which we want. Alrighty. I think that's pretty tight. Now, move this up so you can see it. My matrix band is very sturdy on my tooth, but on the working tooth, on the mesial side, we do have a gap between the tooth and the matrix band where I can see straight through towards the gingival. This is no good. This is not good. We will use the cotton pliers and a wooden wedge to close this gap up. I will place this on the mesial side of the tooth. I will then use the flat end of the cotton pliers. I'm going to turn this towards me to place pressure onto the tooth, or onto the wedge, so it will go in between the tooth. Now, being very careful to not stop my video like the second time, I've raised my computer up, not dropping my Toff on it again. But now, as you can see, I have closed up the hole on the mesial side of my working tooth with the wedge. One thing with the Toff and the matrix band is you want a very flat, level surface. You do not want the matrix band coming out above the tooth as to where it won't bond around the tooth like it's supposed to. You want it down in the gingival as far as you can get it, without being too, you don't want it too low, but just when you put your fingers on it, it's got to be flat. So, I have used all these things, my cotton pliers, my Toff my matrix band, and my wooden wedge, to prepare tooth number 29 for a restoration. Now that it looks great, I love messing with the Toff and practicing it. I think I get better each time I have done it. I can't wait to start using this in my practice, I hope. And anyways, Toff placement, matrix band, wooden wedge looks great. I hope all of yours looks the same. I hope I didn't miss a step. And Anyway, this is our end result. And you're ready for your restoration. Anyway, everyone, see you later. I hope your videos are great. I can't wait to watch them. Bye.